for our lesson 12. We have here gusto at ayaw. Gusto is from Espanol word or Spanish word which means like or want. If you notice, some of our words, some of Tagalog or Filipino words are Espanol or Spanish. In some parts of Mindanao, like Davao or Jansan, they speak like 40% of their words or dialect are Espanol. And some parts of Visayas, okay, like in Panay Island. Another is in Cebu. Okay, mostly, okay, like 40% or like say 50% of their words are Espanol. And if you notice, their accent is like Espanol or Spanish. So, we have here, gusto ko ng mainit na kape. So, gusto ko, I like, I want. Then, this phrase ng mainit na kape. So, mainit, remember, that means hot, and kape. Okay, the phrase mainit na kape, hot coffee. And here we have gusto mo ng malaking puto. Gusto mo ng malaking puto. So, verb or adjective and then the connector ng malaking puto. Puto is rice cake. If some of you already visited Philippines, probably you already ate puto. So, it's a rice cake. The simple puto is white. Okay, but some, if you buy in the mall, like in Goldilocks, you notice there is the cheese in the puto. And they also, now they make puto with different colors, like violet, yellow, red, like that. So, gusto mo ng malaking puto. After the word gusto, we have possessive word mo or ko. Another, gusto mo ng malamig na tubig. So, the phrase malamig na tubig, you notice this word, adjective malamig, ends with consonant, and so the connector is na. So, the whole phrase malamig na tubig means cold water. Water, tubig. So, gusto mo ng malamig na tubig. Okay, take note of the words arrangement. Another, we have gusto ko ng masarap na pagkain. Masarap na pagkain. When we say pagkain, it refers to food. And you know the word masarap, that refers to delicious or taste good. So we have here ng. So the sentence goes like this. Gusto ko, then whatever you like. Ng masarap na pagkain. Now we have this, gusto niya mag-drive. So we have here niya after the word gusto, which means her or his. But in this sentence, the niya here means she or he. Gusto niya. So gusto plus the possessive form. Gusto niya mag-drive. So drive is English word, but we have Tagalog equivalent for that. So we have here mag, adjective, prefix mag, and then the verb, the English word drive. So we have this, gusto niya mag-scuba diving. So you notice we have here mag, prefix, and the English word. So gusto niya mag-scuba diving. Ayaw ko ng saging. Ayaw, you don't like. Ayaw ko ng saging. Saging is banana. In the Philippines, we have various kinds of banana. We have green banana, okay, the long green banana. We have yellow banana, and we also have small yellow banana. We also have red banana. And we have this another kind of banana that we just boil it. We also include that when we cook vegetable. You will see different kinds of banana in the Philippines. Okay, for the alamat of saging or alamat ng saging, legend of banana, I will describe there the lesson for this banana and how Filipino likes to describe their culture and tradition through legends. We have here, ayaw mo ng alak. So, ayaw mo, ayaw, gusto, and then the possessive pronoun. So, ng alak of liquor. You don't like liquor. Liquor, alak. So, when you say alak, that means liquor. So, ayaw mo ng alak. we have here, ayaw mo ng suman. Suman is kakanin or rice made of sticky rice, okay, white, and it is cooked in coconut milk. Different places in the Philippines, different ways of cooking suman, and it is normally wrapped in banana leaf or in coconut leaf. So it depends where you are. But for me personally, I like the suman of the Tagalog people, like in Batangas, Quezon Province. They cook it really delicious. Another, we have ayoko ng matigas ang ulo. So when you say matigas ang ulo, that's hard-headed person. So ayaw ko. So you notice we have another way of writing ayoko. The original word is ayaw ko, the original phrase. Now we have ayoko. We shorten that. Next, we have this ayoko ng tamad na tao. So when you say tamad na tao, is a phrase that means lazy person or people. So you don't like. Ayoko ng. Ayoko, then ng, and then the object in the sentence. Ayaw niya ng malalim na ilog. So ilog here is river. So in English, we simply deep river, but in Filipino, we say malalim na ilog. So you say ayaw niya ng malalim na ilog. So ayaw niya, she or he doesn't like a deep river or deep water. Ayaw niya ng mababaw na dagat. So dagat here means beach or sea. Ayaw niya, she or he doesn't like. When you say mababaw, that means shallow. Then we have ayaw ko, or you say ayoko ng mataray na babae. When you say mataray, like poker face, unfriendly, okay, you say mataray, unapproachable. It's so difficult to make friends with the mataray person. So you say ayoko ng mataray na babae. You can also say ayoko ng mataray na manager, ayoko ng mataray na driver. And then, ayaw niya ng malayong biyahe. So, when you say biyahe, it could mean trip. So, you say malayo, and then the connector. Then, you say malayong biyahe in English, long trip or a long trip. Ayaw niya ng malayong biyahe. So, take note of our sentence pattern. And then, we have here again, gusto niya magbakasyon sa Palawan. So, she wants to have a nice vacation or vacation in Palawan. So, you say, gusto niya magbakasyon sa Palawan. Then, we have here ko. When we say ko, that means I, my, or mine. And then, mo, it means your or you. And then, niya, his or her, or she or he.